no travel show in the world would be even conceivably possible to visit without seeing either Rick Steves or a Rick Steves information product. So I am honored, and I truly mean that from the bottom of my heart, honored to meet Rick Steves in person. I've watched you for years on television, and you know, it's great to be here. Now I understand you have some books out there, and you're going to be doing some book signings. What share with us what's going on and what's new and exciting?
Well, for 30 years we've been doing the same thing, is just going over to Europe and trying to, you know, sort through all the superlatives and come home and recognize that Americans have the shortest vacations in the rich world, and they need somebody to help them get the most out of every mile, minute, and dollar for their next vacation. So, you know, we gather that information, organize it, distill it down, design it, and hope that other people can learn from our mistakes rather than their own and travel smoother. So nothing's new, everything's the same. I love Europe, and if you want to have a great vacation, we can help you out.
There you go. Now, a couple of questions. What is it like to actually, you know, not only do you travel, but you have to actually do all the filming and production. Do you just, I want to get some of the behind the scenes. Do you do actually the production over there while you're there?
Well, I have 80 people that work with me in Seattle, and as I said, we've had the same teaching agenda for 30 years. Since then, our fundamental mission is the same, but I've got many more talented people working with me, and I've got technology beyond my wildest dreams to amplify my teaching. So I can produce our TV show, our radio show, our guidebooks. We take 10,000 people on our tours every year on 400 different departures with about 20 or 30 different itineraries. And, you know, what I like to do is how can I use my time best to help the most people? I used to guide tours. For 25 years I guided tours. That's helping 25 people at a time. Now I research and update the guidebooks, and I produce the TV shows. So I spend 4 months a year in Europe, April and May in the Mediterranean. I go home in June, and July and August north of the Alps. 2/3 of that time is spent updating the guidebooks. That means me alone running around checking everything in the book. And then 1/3 of that time is with my TV crew making a TV show. There's just 3 of us in the crew, me, the producer, and the cameraman, and it takes us 6 days of scrambling to produce a 30-minute episode, and we produce on average 7 or 8 shows every year.
See, that's what people don't really understand, is how much production you have to do to actually get there. What do you actually have? Like, have you gone back to your archives and looked at some of the things that didn't make it, and look at it?
Oh yeah, we shoot at about a 10-to-1 ratio. I mean, that's a pretty tight shooting ratio for any TV production group. But we shoot, 10 hours for 1 hour of usable material, or roughly. And it, as I said, it takes 6 days to produce a half-hour show. You know, it seems like you just throw together a show, but if you looked at a show from how did they get that shot and what was involved in getting that, and they obviously came back the next morning to get that during magic hour. You know, we are really passionate about getting the light right on every angle that we can. And it's just, for me, really a fun, creative challenge to make that TV show. And given the fact that it airs all over the country many times, millions of travelers watch it and can be inspired by it, I'll just pull out all the stops and make the very best show we can. I'm so thankful as a tour guide to have public television as an opportunity to amplify my passion for Europe and share all of my tips and my magic moments.
Well, thank you so much for being here, and I thank you for a lifetime of tips, and I look forward to all the adventures. Everything, any new books coming, anything that they're being featured in this trade show this year?
Yeah, Richard, thank you very much. Well, we've always got new stuff coming out. I mean, we've always got new itineraries for our tours and new guidebooks. My Travel as a Political Act book was sort of honored as the travel book of the year last year in the United States. The new exciting thing for me right now is our audio. Our app is called Rick Steves Audio Europe, where it's a free app. We're just debuting it this week, and it organizes all of our audio tours and our radio material organized in country-specific playlists. So people can just say they're going to Ireland and Greece and Spain, they download all those files, and then they have all those tours and all those interviews and all that information for free on their mobile device, and then they can enjoy traveling a little better and realize that ricksteves.com is the place to go for planning their European trip.
All right, great. So it's RickSteves.com, and I'm sure, great journeys ahead, always safe, and thank you always for sharing fun, wisdom, and beauty, and great journalism, and great media with us. Thank you.
Well, good, and happy travels to you too.
Thank you.